Hey, what's up, guys? You are watching the It's a Working Podcast. Yeah, we have a new podcast title. My name is KP.
Hey.
This is when you.
Sharissa?
There you go. Did you say your name, Faye?
Yeah, I did. I said
She did.
hey.
Oh, Faye. Okay. I thought you were my hype man. I was like, what the heck? What's going on? But yeah, this is the Working Podcast. It's a podcast where we talk. I haven't gotten like a little line for the Working Podcast. Pardon our mess. So pardon our mess as we talk about it. We talk about the different things that we're working on in life, whether it be relationships, dating, family, basically whatever have you. And we talk about it here on the podcast. We also do live questions. So if you are watching us live, then we will answer your questions live once you are watching. Yeah. Wait, what time is it?
That's a good question.
Because
It's
my
1:55.
clock went back an hour for some
Mine
reason.
says 1:57.
Mine says
I'm just
12:57. What the heck? Like,
That's great.
something happened to my clock. Anyway, whatever. But you are watching us live. If you are watching us live, you are more than welcome to ask questions. We will answer them live here on the podcast. Not sure if they're advice answers, but definitely our opinions. Yeah, that's basically it. Also a couple plugs. If you are watching us live, you're either watching us on Twitch, which is twitch.net/QuickBallGames. Also Facebook.com/P Abasamis, which is my last name, Abasamis. VODs on YouTube every Monday, so you're more than welcome to watch them on the VODs. Also Spotify podcasts come up at on the podcast Square Mall City. That comes up every Tuesday. So live episode every Saturday, which is what you're watching right now. Video podcast on Mondays and audio podcast on Tuesdays. Yay! We don't have any other like donation or like Patreons or anything like that right now, but when we do, it'll be all.
We're so official now.
We're so official. We have like all these links and stuff. But without further delay, how you guys doing? How's your week?
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Any particular things that have happened this week?
For me, I just finished my term. So.
Your full term?
No. Gulai. I hope. I really hope.
Are you full term? What are you expecting?
But yeah, I just finished this term. I got done with my finals, and yeah, I'm glad that I technically have a break. I'm on break right now.
That's dope.
Technically. No homework.
You come back Monday, no?
Yeah.
It's like only a few days.
Only a few days.
What the heck?
You know what? I consider it as a break because I
I'm
got
on
no
break.
Yeah,
homework to do.
it is a break, though. So
I'm so dead. Yes.
Oh my god.
I just had to clarify how long your break was.
What the heck was that?
Cry. Tears.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
Did you get your grades or anything yet?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
That's all you'll say about them?
Why you?
What?
Posting
Did
me?
you pass? Did you pass? That's all that matters.
If you pass, that's
Yeah.
fine. Go, yeah.
Yeah, I
pass.
did. Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
did
Ooh,
pass.
passing.
Passing.
I'm.
D's get degrees, baby. D's get degrees. There you go.
Oh, does it
There you
really?
go.
Not in my school.
In high school, they did.
D's
They
did.
did, but
You
not
don't get a
D's get
degree, though.
diplomas in high school, but D's don't get nothing. Maybe
You get D's in my
D's.
school?
Diplomas.
If
What?
you get D's in my school, you get kicked out. I'm sorry. But
Yeah, you get kicked out of the program.
Dang.
yeah.
Oh man, I got stories about getting kicked out of programs. It's a different life.
Ooh,
Different life, dude. Different life.
That should be our topic.
Getting
Yeah,
kicked
that
out,
would've been-
failing
Yeah,
classes.
I can totally relate to that. That's why.
Dang. How about you, Sharissa? How's your week?
Pretty chill. Like, I'm kind of noticing I'm starting to do the same things throughout the week, which is, that's not bad. It keeps some normalcy during this time. I got my tax return,
Nice.
but I haven't gotten the I forgot what it's called.
The CARES Act, no, the
the
COVID,
thing.
the COVID check.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that yet. So I don't know if they're supposed to come together.
The stimulus check. You can check. Have you gone to like IRS portal?
Yeah, Irish website.
Go to IRS portal.
I
and
have
then-
not.
Yeah, and then you can actually go over there. And this is not a plug for IRS, but I want I want you to get your money. So go to IRS portal to see if you qualify, basically.
Yeah. Usually it would take weeks for it to show up. So
But yeah, if you do that, it should work out. Cool. Anything else?
Nothing really.
Nothing really. Cool.
Yeah, but you know, that's fine.
I mean, nothing is also good news sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened with me. I'm going to just run them down real fast. Basically, unfortunately, my grandmother passed away beginning of the week. We've been having online services. We actually did one live service to the Philippines, like in our living room. Like all the aunts and uncles were all doing a messenger call. But we did that. We did so that was interesting. And I miss her dearly. I actually have something on my Facebook about like a little eulogy to her. But that's all I'll say about that. Other than that, it was actually really good, like with my family as well too. Not to transition from that news into something else, but I also started playing the Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy VII remake, and I've been playing that for the last couple of days, and I'm enjoying it so far. I have opinions about it, but I am enjoying it. And then what else? There was one other thing that... Oh, and I got my money. So I'm currently under the whole CARES Act unemployment thing, and I got my money, so I'm happy. Money coming
nice.
in. So yeah. So yeah, all that basically happened with me this week, and it's been getting hot. It's been getting like pretty
yeah.
hot, dude. So kind of dealing with that. I had to turn off the air conditioning, so it's like slowly getting hot in here.
I like it though.
Well, I like the
Sorry.
warmth. I was
Yeah.
You
kind
like
of
the
getting.
heat?
I do.
I don't like the heat.
I
I just
know.
like the warmth. I don't like heat.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
I'm just like, yeah, like it was kind of cold this winter. Like, admittingly, there were some really cold snaps this winter here in Cali, but other than that, oh shoot, I forgot. I also did this. I did this yesterday. I did the Choco Challenge with a few friends online. I have the VOD coming up next week. But so we did the chocolate
What's that?
challenge, the White Lightning Chocolate Challenge, and it was it's a fun fundraising thing from Fuego Spice Company to help Feeding America. So every challenge that's recorded or every box that's bought, they send 50 meals to a local food bank.
Wow.
In
Cool.
order, to hashtag end hunger. We're gonna have the VOD up. Shout outs to Angela Hilario, one of the Miss Asian World Philippines USA ambassadors who invited me to do the challenge. So Scrumptious Lessons is her IG, and then she's the one that invited me to do the challenge. If you want to see me get tortured and almost get the runs from hot chocolate, almost, then watch that VOD. It's going to be up on Monday on my YouTube channel, same channel as It's a Working Podcast. So youtube.com/user/Valor07. But yeah, it was fun, and you get to see me react to that this Monday, as well as this podcast as well too. But that's it for me. Let me go ahead before we get into our topic. Once again, shout out that it's a Working Podcast that you are watching. You can find us on Twitch, Facebook, and also VODs on YouTube. We also have an audio podcast on Spotify that you can see every week. And I guess without further ado, what is our topic for today? That's
So I
not my
guess the
department.
umbrella is like personality
okay.
tests,
Personality tests? Oh, that's our topic?
or like those online tests, like what we think about them.
Oh, okay. So, so we did something for this podcast that we normally don't do. It's usually the topic is a surprise, But before the podcast, we all did personality tests. We did 2 of them, right? I'm gonna throw it to. I'm gonna throw it to Faye.
Actually, did only one, but
Oh my gosh! Did you really?
I only
Which one did
to-
you do?
yeah,
Well, okay. Well,
the love language one.
We did this. Okay, so the first one is the one that Faye did. I'm gonna talk about that one first, but. Faye did the whole 16 personality test ones. The what is it called? What kind of test is this called? For the something
Personality
somethings?
test.
No, but it's like for the it's a type of test. Shoot, I'm gonna try to find.
I feel like that one's so complicated.
Yeah, it goes into deep depth, but it's the one where you can get like your E something something somethings and stuff. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have my results. But Faye, you want to do yours first? Did you do the test first of all?
I did it a long
Okay.
time ago.
Okay. Do you
Do I remember it?
Do you remember what yours was?
Sure, we didn't remember mine.
Dude.
I think.
Oh my gosh! Like such professionals. We're just like you're like here, take the test. I'm like freaking
Hey.
take the test, and you're just like oh wait. Do you remember what yours
Part of
was?
our mess, you know.
Sure, do you remember yours first? Do you remember yours? I think mine was which one was it? The one that gets distracted easily.
You get
thought of
distracted easily? Oh
No,
my
I
gosh, you
thought
didn't
of
do
the-
it.
No, I thought of the negative personality first before saying.
What the
Oh
heck?
my goodness.
What? Distracted? Distracted. Okay, I'm gonna see like if I can. Driven to distraction. Which one is this one? Personality growth, personality. Which one is it? Oh, anyway. I guess, okay, fine, I'll talk about mine. I know the actual
Yes,
one.
please.
It's ENFP. But I don't know which one yours is. ENFP is campaigner. So like they give you so in the it's called Myers-Briggs, by the way. So if you've ever
Mm.
taken it, it tells you like the type of person you are. A lot of businesses use the Myers-Briggs test to find out the type of person that they might be hiring. If they're more sales oriented, it might be like a campaigner or advocate, whatever. And then like if they're more reserved, maybe they're more focused on maybe more clerical. Really helps. Like a lot of I see a lot of employers using personality tests nowadays. I feel like I get thrown out of a lot of first interviews just because when I take a personality test, I'm very like super outgoing and hopeful, and they're like, "No, we want a desk jockey." I'm like, "Fine, whatever."
What?
A desk jockey, like someone who
That's
just is
interesting.
behind the desk
Mhm.
all day. I can't do that stuff. But I'm a campaigner, and since I took the test and I actually have it up in front of me, I guess I'll read my stuff. So I'm 60% in terms of mine. I'm 60% extroverted over introverted. I'm 95% more intuitive than I am observant. That trait shows where we direct our mental energy. So I'm more intuitive. So I'm more just like whatever I'm feeling. Oh my gosh, stop it. Sorry, I'm getting like notifications. In terms of nature, this determines how we make decisions. I'm 99% feeling and 1% thinking. So I'm curious, as I go through these, do you guys agree with these so far? That like what the test is saying about me, since you guys know me.
I would say so.
Okay.
But 99% feeling, 1% thinking. I mean,
that's pretty extreme for me. But yeah.
that is pretty extreme.
Tactics. This trait reflects on our approach to work planning and decision making. I'm 69% prospecting, 31% judging. So I guess that's like, I don't know what that really means. Also, identity is this trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and our decisions. I am 44% assertive and 56% turbulence. I don't know what that really means. But anyway,
See, that's
yeah.
why this one's so complicated. There's like so many facets.
There's so many facets to your personality, but
Was it the
basically
one that I
says-
sent you?
That's the one you sent me. Yeah, this is the one you sent me.
Oh.
I'll read the overall thing about a campaigner. Campaigner personality is a true free spirit. They're often the life of the party, but unlike types in the explorer role group, campaigners are less interested in the sheer excitement and pleasure of the moment. than they are in enjoying the social and emotional connections they make with others. That's totally me. Anyway.
Yeah, I heard that.
Charming, independent, energetic, and compassionate, the 7% of the population that they comprise can certainly be felt in any crowd. It says you can change the world with just an idea. More than just sociable people pleasers, campaigners, like all the diplomat cousins, are shaped with their intuitive end quality, allowing them to, I can't read this thing because it's blocked by, read between the lines. With curiosity and energy, they tend to see life as a big complex puzzle where everything is connected. So, and it says don't lose your little spark of madness. That's a campaigner, basically. So what do you think? Am I a campaigner?
Yeah.
Great.
I'd say, yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. It's just like you kind of agree. Let's go with Charissa's one, which is which one was this?
The love languages.
The love
test?
languages. Why did you want to go with the love languages test, by the way?
It's something that I've done the past years, and it's surprisingly changed over the course of that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it basically tells you how you give love and receive love. So those two things can be different also, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For the options, they have physical touch, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, and receiving gifts.
Yeah.
So those 5 things, they like do it based on like a percentage scale, and like from most to least. So for mine was pretty much similar. It changed a little bit. It fluctuates between like 2 of them, and for me, my top one was acts of service.
Okay.
Which, yeah, it tends to fluctuate with quality time, but yeah, those 2 were my top ones.
Acts of service.
What about you, KP?
Mine?
Yeah.
So mine is more on the lines of, let me see my thing. I'm actually going to read it. My primary love language at 37% is physical touch.
Oh.
And then it's almost tied. Like sometimes when I take the test, they tie. I know physical touch is usually the first one, but right after physical touch is quality time. That's usually how mine works. And how about you, Faye?
Mine was acts of service, 33%, and physical touch, 30%.
Oh, so they're almost tied.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So want to give a quick shout out, by the way, for anyone watching in Twitch. Don't forget to leave a comment. You can ask questions. Also, if you are on Facebook, I want to give a shout out to Brian Santos, who's watching us right now. What's up, Brian? If you are watching live, you can ask questions. We will give answers live. We'll answer your questions. But in lieu of that, can I ask? I never really got the acts of service one. What does that mean? Like,
basically,
yeah.
So basically, what your other half,
Mm-hmm.
or your partner, usually would help you and stuff, and that's like the act of service of. That's how they show their love to you, or so they would help you do these things, like do responsibilities, or like go out of their way to help you. Acts of service.
Okay. And then Charissa's, what was your top one again?
Mine was acts of service.
This is also acts of service? So can I? Okay, so I'm gonna ask for examples, because I'm not an acts of service person. I'm physical touch. Maybe because I'm a guy, but whatever. But
What does
yeah.
that mean?
No, because I like touching. I like touching things. Guys like touching things.
Oh gosh.
I don't know how much you want me to go into this, but guys like touching things. Okay.
Okay.
They like touching
that's
things.
pretty much.
And not always with their
going
hands.
into
I'm
it.
just gonna say, guys like touching things.
Whoa there.
I'm just
Whoa.
saying.
There.
Hey, I'm physical touch. Guys like touching things. As a guy, I think I like touching things. But anyway, but in terms of
Goodness
acts of service,
gracious.
like, can you give me an example in your real? You don't have to. You don't have to give names, but can you give me an example, a real to life example of your acts of service? It doesn't even have to be specific. It could just be like, this happened to me one time, or when this happens to me. Something specific though. Like, what's your acts of service look like? And then I got a follow up question from that though.
Let's say I'm doing a project and I'm having trouble,
Okay.
and then like I basically don't know how to like do it, and the other person would help me, kind of like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do, or maybe like he would just like let me know, okay, this is the right answer, or this is what you're supposed to do. So that's the act of service. It doesn't have to be meaning like physically,
Mm.
just like literally helping you on anything that you need, or not even on the things that you need, but just that act of helping on anything.
Like, I saw that your car was running low on gas, so I got you
Yes. Yes.
gas. Okay. How about you, Sharissa? Any examples? Real life examples?
I notice with acts of service, I tend to give that as my love language. So, for example, like during Bible study, when we like all eat and stuff,
Okay.
like at our friend's house, I would offer to wash dishes.
That's your act of service to the people at the Bible study, to show them how much you appreciate and care about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. And pretty much just like, they're already like offering their house and just show them appreciation for like hosting us and for taking the time to buy us food.
Okay, cool. I guess then I'll have an example for me. I guess I could be just like, okay, like massaging my back. You know how like friends are just like, hey, like, just like little things like massaging my back. It's like, hey, just
That's
rub my
physical
shoulders.
touch.
That's physical touch. So
Yeah.
for me, that would be like,
That sounds nice.
it sounds nice, right? Like for me, but like, yeah, and then for me, it's just like, maybe it's just like the way that I had grown up in terms of relationships, or in terms of just like my own self-esteem, I guess, in the physical. Like, touch is very important to me in terms of just, and I think that for me, this is why like physical touch and what was the other one that I said? Physical touch and
Quality
time. I think the reason why those are both so important to me is because of how I grew up, like the background of how I grew up, and the low self-esteem I had. In that, I mean, I don't want this to sound like a downer, but like, like my lack of friends, or lack of people that tended to like me or be attracted to me because of certain things about me, or my low self-esteem about my appearance. So I always felt like I was a very outcasted person. So when someone is actually physically close to me and wants to stay near me, I find that just that action, that act of service of wanting to stay close to me is very important to me. So but I think that's where it stems from. Like, I like being close, and like that's what I do with other people.
Wait, but you're defining physical touch of someone being close to you.
Yeah, but it's just like the quality time is just like spending.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Because like so for me, like this is quality time. This is both my way of showing my love and affection for you guys, but I also feel love and affection from you guys, that you're spending time with me and you're willing to spend time with me to talk. I think it's also why I like talking to people. I think that's why I'm such a big advocate for community, because at least for me, my like, because I see like physical touch and quality time as so important to me, I want to show other people that kind of love by doing that to them as well too, by being there, by promoting community, by being available. Um, and I don't have much like giving gifts. I can't. That's not my thing. Um, for I mean, notably because I'm not a very good gift giver and I'm not rich. So like I can buy you stuff like, and I know some people that but for me like buying you stuff would be like, I'm gonna buy you a boba, like that's it. Because for me like the act of me buying it is more important than how much it costs. Personally, I know
I can
some
really
like I've met some people who were just like it was kind of opposite. It's just like and it's fine. I'm not trying to judge them, but some people are just like no, like the cost and the worth and how much time you spent on it, like how much it cost you, matters more than what you gave me, or like or the fact that you're giving it to me. But knowing that it cost you something, I don't know. Other
I
people are
feel
like
like it
that.
depends on the person though, because sometimes you can give something quote unquote cheap, but it's meaningful. And then there's other times where you're just like, oh, I need to give someone a gift, so I'm just going to give them this. So it just depends on their heart, really.
Cool. Any
I
reflections on?
appreciate
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I appreciate receiving gifts a lot more now. It's on the lower end of my list. It's like I think 10% receiving gifts, but
Do you
I
have your thing? It actually tells you the percentage. So receiving gives is
yeah.
7% to me.
Um, for acts of service for me, I believe it was 33, and then my quality time was 30%.
Mm.
And then my lowest was actually physical touch. I think it's because like for the singles quiz, you don't really like. I don't like physically touch people like like my friends like for affection. It's nice, but like I don't find that like a big thing, I guess. So,
Hmm. Cool.
what about you, Faye?
For me, it's funny how you said that because that's actually a big thing for me. Cause I grew up with a bunch of guys when I was in the Philippines. Even here at home, I have a lot of brothers. I didn't grow up with my mom, and basically, I was more of like tomboyish when I was growing up, and I still am to be honest.
Yeah, you are a little bit. Yeah, you are a little bit.
Yeah, I am a little bit, and I guess because of that, so when I'm more with my girlfriends, with you guys, like
Excuse
my
me.
Girlfriend.
No, it's okay. I'm not even offended. I was just like, yeah. You know what? Sure. Yep. Sure.
So like I tend to be more like touchy, because I can't do that anywhere else. So when I'm actually with a guy, I do that to them. That means more to me, because I can't do that with any of my guy friends. Because
Oh yeah,
I
in a relationship, yes, but like yeah, I get
yeah
that.
yeah. So I really like value that. Just yeah, that proximity, that touching things. Because I don't know. Yeah, and for acts of service also. I find that pretty sweet. I like words of confirmation. That's cool too. But I guess the fact that I'm bad at communication, which I should improve on,
Self-reflecting.
self-reflecting, yeah. I guess it's not as like valuable to me, but of course it's still important. And also what do you call it? The receiving gifts. I I'm not I don't really value gifts as much, and I really prefer more of like of the action of being someone together close to you, for sure proximity,
Mm-hmm.
quality of time rather than receiving gifts. So yeah, yeah, and acts of service is cool.
That's dope. I have a follow-up question to this, actually, that I
Okay.
wanted to ask you guys. And the follow-up question is, okay, so if you were going to tell, like, the person that, like, that person, your significant other
Okay.
kind of person.
You mean
Had
our
a feeling
future?
it's going
You mean our-
there.
Yeah, so it's like, if you're going to tell your significant other, I'm like, okay, if you want to show me that, you really care about me, basically, you want to show me that you really love me, or it's like, or I'll even say I'll even say it this way. Either one, either like you tell them this is what you should do, or he is the quote unquote one because he did it. What would be that? What would be number one, the love language, which is like a parent, but like how specifically do you want him to do it? Like what's your fantasy? Wow, this guy really loves me type thing in lieu of your love language. Like what does he have to, and for me she have to
What do you
do
have
to
to
be
do?
like, oh man, this guy really loves me. That's like because he
Wow.
did this. But in lieu of the love languages, since we're talking about love languages,
I need to think about that one.
you need to think about that one. For me, I feel like, uh, okay, so mine's physical touch. I think okay, so me personally, like for me, it's almost as simple as just like just holding my hand. Like she just gets my hand in such a way, and then like, that thing where like they like you wrap fingers and stuff, and then they interlock, but you can do it like all slow and.
Sorry. Sorry.
I was like, yeah. Ooh, so
Sorry.
good. It's so good. Anyway, it's just like that's the one right there. Shout outs to Jamie for coming into the chat. Hey, if you guys have a question, we'll answer it live. So thank you for watching on Facebook. Also, to add to that, in terms of quality time, you know what I really want to have? I want to have one of those phone call talks that last all night.
Ooh.
I freaking miss that. Like freaking back in high school days where you're just talking about just nothing, and then you have like that one time, that 1 hour where you're just like, "Hey, still there? Yeah. All right." And then you're just like, that's all you do for like an hour? Oh my gosh! Ah! And then
I
the
relate
most
to
romantic thing is just like, dude, what time is it? 6 o'clock. I was like, really? Yeah. You tired? No. Me neither.
Yes.
Like, I want that so bad. But that's like, I think that's why I vibe with just like quality time. When someone's just gonna be, I don't care. I'll be on the phone with you all night. You don't have to say nothing. I'm just right here. There's something about that, and then something about just like the little like hand wrap. I'm such a like simple romantic, like so simple things. Just like wrap your hand and then the interlocking, and then just like grab my hand and it just like like when you're just like this, and then she takes your hand and she just like interlocks like slowly in your hand, and you're just like, don't say anything, just wherever you go, I'll go too. I'm like, okay. Anyway, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's how I know it's like.
I can't.
It's so just like, don't even freaking like, I don't care about the meal. I don't care about nothing. You're going to buy me nothing. Just hold my hand and stay on the phone with me. That's all I want. That's all I want. Like, let's watch a sunrise, dude. Like, let's just freaking like,
Bro.
yeah. I just want that. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't even need nothing special, man.
Romantic. I just realized that.
I'm so.
You just realized that?
Kingpin on Twitch. Hey, what's up, Kingpin? He said Kilig. I'm like, yes, I am Kingpin. Thanks so much. Don't forget to follow.
Too.
Yeah, you said it right, Kilig. Oh no, you said it. I think you said it after. So thanks, thanks, Kingpin. Don't forget to follow my channel. By the way, we do this podcast every week. Thanks for. Oh, and also if you have a question, put it in the chat. We'll answer it. Thanks so much, Kingpin, for watching. Yeah, that's me. I'm a hopeless romantic, man. Like that's it. That's all. I just want the interlock, just like that, and then you just
The
and
wrapping
then
and all.
and then it just swings back and forth, just like you know what I'm talking about. That's all I want, man. Kumusta? Kumusta? Hey, my beauty, man. My beauty, Kingpin. What's up, man? And he says I'm new to Twitch. Well, thank you. Don't forget to follow this channel, and you'll see us.
Hi.
And then
We're new to
Jesus-
Twitch too, so
We're all new to Twitch, dude. So, what's goody? We are actually having a talk, by the way. This is a podcast that we do every week called It's a Working Podcast, where we just basically talk about stuff, just life and how to get through life. And a lot of has to. Oh, he followed me. Thank you, Kingpin. Thanks for the follow.
Hey,
Okay.
follow.
Nice. Yeah, that's all we talk about. We just talk about just little things that are happening within our lives and how we get through it, and we get through it as a group together. So if you do have a question, go ahead and leave it in the chat. Thanks for watching. That's mine. That's my thing. What's your guys' things? Like, what's your if he does this? Oh my gosh, he's the one. Whatever.
Oh,
thing.
ask them their love language.
Their love language.
Yeah.
And
Or-
we have Wellith, Lib. I'm gonna just call you Well. What's up, Well? Do the other two stream as well? Oh, they're asking real quick. Do you guys stream? Actually, you can find them on IG. So
We currently don't stream. We only stream here, but our
Yeah.
Instagrams are on the thing.
we lit.
I wouldn't even know what to stream.
That's all good. Oh, you can stream Animal Crossing. They'll definitely watch that.
Ooh.
You could. Just to let you guys know, once again, it's a working podcast. This is a podcast we record every weekend on Saturdays. We're not dipping yet. We're only halfway through the podcast, but we are talking about love languages. There is a link. I'm gonna try to see if I can share the link actually with you guys. So if you guys want to take it, and then you can tell us your love languages while you're watching us, you're more than welcome to do that. What's yours? What's yours, Faye? What's your love? What's your whole? Hey, if he does this, then he the one.
I'm very simple, for sure. Oh gosh,
I see
I'm
that.
simple. Yeah. I get really shy when someone does something really big for me, so I prefer simple things, like just helping me throughout the day, or just I don't know. I guess someone buying food for me would be nice.
Buys food.
Simple girl, simple girl.
Simple girl.
Nice. Simple girl. Well, okay. I'm gonna call you out though. Like, what's the food, or does it even matter?
Ooh, bro, I love poke, and I've been thinking about.
She's
poke.
been talking about that all week and hasn't gotten it
Hey
yet.
guys. Hey guys in chat. If all Faye is looking for is for you guys to give her poke.
Bro, if you guys want a date, just buy me pokies.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it out right now. Kuya Paul Poetry on Venmo. You give me money for the poke, I'll buy it for you. And I'll say, hey, this is from Kingpin. This is from Kingpin to you, Faye. Kuya Paul Poetry.
Oh my god.
Kuya Paul Poetry. Go ahead and Venmo me. Venmo me $10, and I will buy her a Pokeball. I might buy it today if they do it. Kuya Paul Poetry. If you Venmoed me $10, I will buy it for either Sharissa or Faye. Just put it in the chat which one you want it to, or both, or for me. I don't know. Hey, buy me a ramen bowl.
Ooh. But bro, it's hot right now.
we lit says I'll get her a burger. I don't know. Do you like burgers?
I do.
You do like burgers. Okay. Well, where do you want your
Yeah.
burger from?
But I like sushi more.
Ooh, but she likes sushi more. Hey.
So bad.
I don't know how you're gonna get her with a burger. She wants sushi more. Okay, so yours is buying something. Okay, Sharissa, how about you? You've had some time to think about it. What's the one thing that guy can do? Be like, oh, he the one.
For me, I think it'd be like to go with me to run my errands.
Ooh. Okay.
Because sometimes, like, errands are really, like, daunting. And, like, annoying. But if that person was willing to, like, you know, be me and do those things, or, like, maybe if they went out of their way to do something that may
Sure.
seem like
Yeah.
kind of inconvenient on their end, but they did it because they like appreciated me.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's what I
Okay, I see that. Definitely see that.
for sure.
Okay, so once again, guys, so We Lit and Kingpin. Hey, We Lit, thank you for the follow, by the way. So We Lit's also following now too. Hey, share my channel with other people. I'd really appreciate it if you guys are enjoying the
Hey.
podcast. Share my channel, Facebook, IG, TikTok. I don't know, just share it, and then get more
TikTok.
follows. I really appreciate it as well too. These guys would appreciate it too, and.
Oh
If
gosh.
you want to get to Sharissa's heart, if y'all got a car, I'm not even gonna say that. If y'all got gas money, if
Please
y'all-
don't give them my please
No,
don't
no,
give
no,
them my
no,
address.
no, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that. But she lives at. No, I was kidding. I'm not gonna do that. But Venmo, like legit. Okay, legit Kingpin. I will legit, and I will put it. I will put it on. I'll put it on our IGs, which are basically below. Kuipao Porsche, Sharissa, Faye. If you send me $10, I will get Faye a Pokeball for you, like from you. I will get it from you, and I'll put it on my IG stories, and it's like, hey, shout outs to Kingpin. Just $10, Kuya Poetry. Just look for it in and then it'll just be it'll be my face, like it's my face or my logo, and it'll say Kuya Paul. But if you give me $10 on Venmo, then I'll give it to Faye, and it'll be the first time. Consider it done. Consider it done. Says Kingpin. He's doing it right now. So just
Oh my
he's gonna send it. I'm actually gonna be watching
That's
my phone.
so great.
If he sends it to me, I will put it on my IG stories. I will go to Pokeball right now, buy it, and then go to Faye's house, 6 feet apart. I will do a contactless delivery of your Pokeball. Let's go, Kingpin. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, we're in Cali. That's all I'm gonna say. We're in California. I'm not gonna say where, but there are an abundance of Pokeball places here that are still open. How about you guys? I'm gonna throw this out to you guys as well too. I want to give a shout out to you guys on the podcast. If you guys have hey, this is my love language, and this is what my significant other needs to do for me, I will read it here in the comments. So we want to hear you. We want to hear like, hey, what's your like, hey, weight in my heart is through this. So I guess for all of us, like, this, can I also say like real quick before we transition, this is one thing that like it wasn't really a problem, but it sucks even more now. The whole social distancing thing. It really sucks because my thing is quality time. And that's a really great way to transition. Just like in terms of quality time, right? In terms of love languages right now, in terms of COVID, that's one of the things that I really considered in terms of showing my like my love for other people is quality time, and that's doing the podcast, reconnecting with people, promoting community on my Twitch and Facebook. And then just making sure people are still connecting, because I see quality time so important, and such a way that people can know that people are still loved out there. And then physical touch for me is pushing the limits to the 6 feet apart. So I've actually even asked my friends, I was like, hey, let's go get boba. We'll wear masks and everything else, and then we'll eat in our cars, which is basically the 6 feet. But it doesn't mean that we can't still meet. And I'm not doing like a whole big 50 person gathering. It's just like maybe like one, mostly like maybe 2 or 3 friends at a time. We'll just get together, be 6 feet apart in our cars. But for me, that's still important for me to share as a friend, and as like someone who wants to show love to another person. That's so important to me to do. So it's a good question. How are you guys kind of treating that in terms of like, how are you showing your love during the time of COVID? During this time right now, have you shown your love language to someone else, even though we do have limitations?
Definitely FaceTime. These calls, I appreciate them a lot more. Even though it's not like physical quality time, the fact that we can still see and hear each other, that, it means a big deal. And also like with Faye, she lives a lot closer to me, so I'm able to like drop her things off, and I consider that like my act as a service, not really receiving gifts, but like those are a few things that I've been doing.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
For me, laughs. Good. Well, cause I feel like I haven't been really talking to my other friends also, like all my girlfriends from high school, and my Joanna also, my other best friends. So for Joanna, I haven't. Well, she's more active on IG, so I feel like whatever she posts, I would just like try to message her and whatnot. And for my other friends who doesn't really post anything, who are more quiet, I guess I would like try to be more, just ask how they are, because they all have their own lives, I guess.
Mm.
Who watches K dramas, which is like most of their lives, and they've been planning to like go to Hawaii and whatnot. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, we all are, and we actually do this thing. We kind of like put our money together every month, supposedly, but I haven't been putting mine because I've been broke. And
That's understandable
Love the
right now.
on.
Yeah.
but yeah, just checking on them and whatnot. Like because I don't really FaceTime them, nothing at all, and we don't really talk on our chat,
Mm.
so like it's really like rare. But yeah, I just like check how they are, basically, and yeah. The last time I saw was Joanna and Christine. Not even that interesting.
Cool. That's dope. Shout outs to them, by the way.
Yeah.
Naming them on the
Oh yeah.
podcast.
When Sharissa did that thing for me, when she gave me that Starbucks, it's because at the time I was doing devotionals about being goodness,
Hmm.
and I was like, yo, Sharissa just did one of my things, and that kind of act of service or of love, um, you kind of just want to like make it like a chain. So I kind of like did that to my other friend.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, but that's cool.
Before we continue, just wanted to give a shout out once again to Kingpin. Mine's is acts of service. That's his.
Hey,
Hey.
acts of
And
service.
he says, "Can't you tell?"
Can't you tell?
Because he's gonna do the whole Venmo thing.
Is he really though? Are you?
I don't know. I'm watching my Venmo right now. I'm just like, I didn't see a ping yet, but remember Kuya Paw Poetry. That's it. Just look for that, and then you'll be able to find me, Kingpin, if you're still watching. But yeah, like yeah, just let me know when you do it. And then yeah, if that's really if active service is really your thing, and Faye is I will yeah, I don't know if what's your I don't know if you want to share your status right now, but
My status?
well, mine is single. I am single.
I am
Well,
single,
they,
so.
well, if they watch the other podcast, they'd know.
Oh my gosh, Kingpin, I'm signing up right now.
What?
Let's go, Kingpin. I'm rooting for you, man. I am rooting for you. I hope you're super pokey and like, hey, you never know, man. I've seen things happen, man. I mean, yeah. I'm rooting for Kingpin right now. Because he's willing to buy you a Pokeball. Dude, like, he's just like, you know what? I'll get her a Pokeball. Why not? I hope you're a really nice guy. I hope you're a nice guy. Do you go to church? Huh? Let's go, whatever.
Wait, what?
I'm asking if he goes to church. Oh, you go to
Do you
church,
go to
huh?
church?
You go to church? Anyway. Venmo. Yeah,
Oh,
Venmo.
God.
Venmo. And then what else did y'all talk about? Oh, he was doing it. No, we were just talking about how how basically we're just trying. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh.
What
Oh
happened?
my gosh. He did it.
He sent you ten.
For
He sent you $10.
oh my gosh. He said for all three. Thank you so much,
Aw.
Kingpin.
You are so
Kingpin.
That's
You
so
are
sweet.
you are our first donor ever. I am going to put something up
Bruh.
for you. Just for you, man.
Hey.
I'm putting something up for
Bruh.
you. You gave us all Poke today. No joke. I actually had the book you're talking about. Five Love Language. Oh, dude, it's a great book. I haven't I haven't read. That's right. I haven't read it. I haven't read it all yet. But I do
I want to
know-
read it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we
me
could do a
too.
book study. We could do that.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of dope. I'm reading a
Yeah.
couple books right now. I can do five love languages. I'm totally down. We could do a whole like book study on five love languages and everything else too, and whatever. But as you asked while we were gone, we were doing a basically a rundown of just like the different ways we're trying to show our love language during this time of COVID, where it's harder. Actually, what other love languages are hard to physical touch is definitely hard because of the 6 feet. Acts of service is hard because you can't go outside. What are the other ones? Quality
Words of
time.
affirmation, quality time.
Words of affirmation. I feel like you could do that. I don't know too many people with a words of affirmation one though.
Oh,
Um,
I feel like most people that I know who are words of affirmation are guys.
oh really?
That's
Oh,
true. Yeah.
that's
Like they
true.
want that words of affirmation.
Every time I
Mhm.
ask some of my guy friends like
Mhm.
what theirs is, they always
Yeah,
say their top one's words of affirmation.
words of
I
affirmation.
I can see that because they kind of like lack emotional kind of thing. So I feel
No,
like
that's
the fact
true.
that
Yeah.
yeah, because like so they want more of like that emotion or feelings towards them
Mm,
for sure. Yeah, I can
cool.
see that.
A little bit from Kingpin once again. His once again words of affirmation. Before he said, "I gave one to my ex girlfriend.
Mm.
Obviously, our love language didn't work. Oh, so he has an ex girlfriend.
I feel like you need to
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
feel like I feel like you need to understand your significant others or your friends'
Mm.
love
Hmm.
languages to fully like because it's not a
Connect.
yeah, because
Hmm.
learning this is not just about knowing more about yourself, but it's like how can you love
Hmm.
others the way that they receive it.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Because
see
you still
that.
have that. You still gotta compromise for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess it, like there have been some couples that I met where yeah, their love languages are definitely different, but they make it work because
Mm-hmm.
I think like um, just a theory. I didn't read the book. If you read the book Kingpin, you can correct me. But I feel like that sometimes your your receiving love language can be different from your giving. Like you can like I love having like like I mine's is physical touch and mine's is quality time, but I do like I like giving words of affirmation. That's why like I'm a preacher and a pastor. Like I love telling people that they matter and that they're worth it. It has to do with like like spending time with them, but I love telling people that they matter, that they're worth it, that God has a plan for them. I love saying that stuff to other people. Kingpin says, yes, it is not just about your love language, it is about knowing the other person's love language. You beat me to it, you are correct. Hey, I appreciate being correct, well, not corrected, but being like, you gave me affirmation, Kingpin, and I feel your love from that.
Application. Woo!
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean that, but that being said, like of the love languages that we talked about, I think that that's the one that kind of works right now. And
Mm-hmm.
it may not be for everyone, but it may be the one for this season. That's it's so easy, and it's one of the reasons why I like going online because I want to make connections like this, that we make every week, which I love. I love making connections with new people every week. We don't always have the huge crowds on Twitch, but every single time we make a connection with everyone that we're with, and we can affirm them with our words, even though a lot of times they can be opinions, but people love to hear it. Once again, Kingpin, just because you don't have the same language doesn't mean it doesn't work out. It's learning about each other.
It's true.
And
It's
then he
true.
laughed at my
So
comment, but I
loving each
meant it.
other.
You were affirming me. So anyway, um, so we are actually approaching the hour. I did want to open it up to definitely questions. Kingpin and anyone else that's watching right now, and I know someone else actually added onto the Twitch channel. Please follow. We have this podcast every day, every night, every week. It's a working podcast. It's just us working on stuff. Pardon our mess, but we're just people just trying to find out more about life and getting better at it. But if you do have questions, we will answer them live. We have a few more minutes in the podcast. Did you guys want to say anything else also about your love languages or anything else? Or
This one's a little off topic, but
Sure.
I actually took the 16 personalities while we were doing our podcast.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. And
it's funny because while you were explaining yours, I was trying to guess mine before I took it, and I got it right.
what was yours?
Protagonist.
What is that? Like in general, like read the first part.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but it's ENFJ.
ENFJ. You are protagonist. Nice. Kingpin asked a question. What time are we on? We're usually on between the hours of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. We haven't set a time as of yet. We should, I think. I think we should start setting a solid time. That way people can expect the podcast and then we can get like more regular. But we'll talk offline about that. But just basically every Saturday afternoon. Basically whenever we all wake up.
Yeah.
Because of COVID is like so weird right now. But usually around that time, anywhere between 1 to 3 o'clock p.m. on Saturdays. PST, Pacific Standard, because we are from, your other question, we are from California. SoCal, but that's all I'll say. I don't want to be too specific. I'm on this stream. No, I was kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But we are from sunny Southern California. Sunny right now, a little bit hot, but actually really good. And yeah, it is PST, Pacific Standard Time. Between the hours of 1 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturdays. This is when we record. We also have VODs. So video on demand on YouTube every Monday. Every Monday night I do the uploads. And if you just want to hear the audio podcast, it'll be up on Tuesdays on Spotify. Just search Square Mile City Podcasts. And then just look it up. Cool, Kingpin. Thank you, Kingpin. I know you just started this whole Twitch thing. I do have a channel as well too. Every now and then I do gaming, but for the most part, just been doing a lot of podcasts and recording with my friends. If you do see me online, I do super random stuff right now with games. I'm actually going to be playing some games a little bit later. Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you just want to see me fool around with that game, you're more than welcome to. Make sure to get the food. I will be getting the food. It will actually, I'm probably going to get it, probably Sunday. Can I get it Sunday? Like afternoon, I can do a delivery to both of you guys, and then I'll go to a Pokestop near my place. I will get it Sunday, and then we'll have the picture. Make sure you're following all of us, and we will give you a shout out. Kingpin_55. And then I got your actual name. It's Lewis. It's a nice name, Faye. It's a very nice name. But we will all give you a shout out once we get it. Thank you so much. You've been great. We are approaching basically the end. No, I'm not gonna say your name. I'm not gonna say your I'm just gonna say that. That's it. But Kingpin, I'm gonna call you Kingpin. I'm not gonna call you anything else. But
his name's Lewis.
Huh? Well, no, I'm gonna call him Kingpin. He wants to be a little bit more discreet, so it's fine, Kingpin.
Okay.
And Wheelit, thank you also for being over here. We're actually going to be spending a little bit of time after the podcast. We're just going to chill. But we're going to end the recording right now. Unless anyone else has one last thing to say, I am opening it up to everyone and you guys as well, too. If you have any other questions, I'm going to give you guys one more minute. If you have any questions, we will answer them online.
I would like to add up on mine.
Sure.
I guess what I'm having trouble is like growing as a person. And if someone can like put that in my life also, just lifting each other up for sure.
Yeah.
And also just always growing. Always growing and learning. And I would really like that.
That's dope. Growing as a person. Oh, I'm gonna say, like, what do you mean growing? Like growing spiritually, emotionally?
Just spiritually also, emotionally also. Oh, bro, emotionally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Physically, can I say physically also? You know what? Might as well we're saying it.
Oh man, Kingpin say K. I got you, Faye. Hey, I got you. Okay, all right.
Hey.
All right. Okay.
But yeah. Okay, so.
Wheelit says, tell her to meditate. So, hey.
Oh, meditate. I do meditate actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like devotions. My meditation is more just like typing, blogging. Well, not blogging, but just like writing memoirs and stuff like that. So, but that's
No,
my
but
way of meditating.
that's the thing. Devotionals are actually meditation, to be honest. And
Mhm.
if we do actually look for actual devotional meditations, they do that. They also have that. So
Okay. All
that's
right.
my meditation.
All right. If you guys got any like topics that you also want us to talk about within the podcast too, definitely shout it out. We're not opposed to any topics, pretty much. I mean, it's anything basically about just like getting better at life. We are also all three of us. We are faith based. So we all go to church. We're all of the faith, Christian faith. So we tend to keep that in mind as well too in terms of our development. So you'll hear us every now and then talk about stuff like church and like in our own like personal faith as well too. But thank you so much for everyone tuning in both on Facebook and Twitch. We are here every afternoon on Saturdays for the podcast. Dude, Kingpin, me too. I'm totally glad we crossed paths. Hope to see
Mhm.
you again. Once again, every Saturday we do recording. Just follow us on our IGs as well too, and we will also have announcements on my. Oh, I did forget about this. I don't know if I have it, but I'll send a link if you want. I'll send a link to my Discord channel. I usually will have a Discord channel for everyone who wants to get more information. I don't know if you're on Discord, but I'll send it to you anyway if you want more information. But I'll do that right after the podcast. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys once again for also coming in and being in this podcast once again. Faye, Sharissa, my name is KP.
Yeet.
I like touching things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.